are going to be meal prepping today. I'm actually going to be kind of recreating one of those HelloFresh meal kits, but not using actual HelloFresh bags, but using the recipes.
Editing Vanessa from the future. I just want to point out this is not a sponsored video. I know someone gonna be like, this is sponsored. It ain't sponsored, y'all. Chill out, okay? It's not sponsored.
Does that make sense? So we're gonna be meal prepping that because that recipe was really, really good and I want to recreate it. Let's get started. So this is my current meal prep setup right now. The recipe that I'm going to be recreating, I don't even have my damn phone. Where'd my phone go? This is the recipe that I'm going to be recreating. So I pretty much am taking the HelloFresh, sorry, the laundry thing is on. I'm going to be recreating this recipe from the HelloFresh website, and it's so easy. You don't even need to really be a part of the meal program to get this recipe, and the ingredients and everything are here so you know how to recreate it. I'll be doing it for 4 servings. Shows you exactly what you need. And then to start the recipe, we're going to be doing this. Pretty much just follow instructions. Pretty simple. These are the ingredients that I have for this particular meal prep. We have cilantro for the rice, some green peppers for the chicken, have some shallots, and then have some of these Goya beans. I do want to point out that the Goya beans are actually extra. This is not included in the original recipe, but I decided to add beans to my bowl because that's what I usually do at Chipotle, and well, beans have fiber and fiber is good for you. Beans, and then this is for the pico de gallo that I'm going to be making as well, and then I have some guac that's already pre-prepped in the fridge. This is going to be a chicken rice. This is the chicken and guac burrito bowl straight from the HelloFresh website. Now this is just the recipe. You can look at the cookbook section of the website, and I will be showing you guys at the end of the video how I find all of the recipes on their website. Every single recipe comes with the nutritional facts. Now again, these are just estimates. If you're going to recreate these, keep in mind that they could be plus or minus a few grams or whatever, but I'm okay with that kind of bowl situation. Right now I am boiling the water on the stove. I have 2 servings of the rice because I'm going to be making 4 meals or 4 serving sizes of this recipe, so we will see. I hope I don't mess this up. I will be watching some Netflix as I meal prep, and everyone's been telling me about this one, so I am going to be watching this, and I hope I don't get stressed while cooking. We will see. In order to remake this recipe, I had to get jasmine rice. This is pretty much the rice that I got. Nothing special. I just got it at my grocery store. It just looked good, you know. I trust the little elephant. So we're gonna go with that. This is the salt that I'm using for this rice. I just put a little less than a tablespoon because I don't want it to be too salty, and I can always add salt, but I cannot take away salt. Okay, that's the rule. And then I have 1.5 cups of rice, of the jasmine rice, 2 1/4 cups of water, a little less than a tablespoon of salt. You gotta wait for it to boil, and then I will be putting an alarm, and I brought my little Alexa, but it doesn't know its name yet. Okay, that's why I didn't go off. After I am done cooking the rice, I just take off the top and I let it sit, because otherwise if you leave the top on, it's gonna get super mushy. And then this is the vegetable chopper that I got from Amazon a while back ago. This saves me so much time when chopping vegetables for these recipes, because you have to chop all of these veggies, and ain't nobody got time for that. I don't know how to chop to save my life. This is the step 4. You're gonna heat a drizzle of oil in a large pan. I usually heat up a large drizzle of olive oil, and then I have the pan in medium-high heat. To save time, I actually added both the green pepper and the shallot. I did that for about 6 minutes until it softened. Okay, so in this part of the recipe, you have to add the taco spice, which you can get any like taco seasoning. I get the one that has low sodium in it, but I also add a little bit of a Goya adobo on it just to give it some flavor. The black beans, like I mentioned earlier, are not a part of the original recipe. I actually added black beans because I like black beans in my burritos, and this is the chicken pretty much after it's cooked for the most part. The black beans I actually get from a can. I know you can actually boil them, but in order for me to save time while meal prepping, I actually just use the ones from the can and heat them up with a little bit of sauce. Now these are diced tomatoes for the pico de gallo that I diced using the Amazon chopper that I showed you guys earlier. These are the containers that I use. I actually got them from a meal prep service, but you can find them on Amazon. I'll link them. I separate a little bit of the rice, about 1/4 cup in each little container, as well as some of the chicken. I pretty much eyeball it. Guys, so this is a different day today. I actually don't like to meal. Let's just close that door. actually don't like to meal prep for more than 3 days, just personal preference, because I don't like old food, and I know there's like something scientific that says something about that. Anyways, I'm not even gonna get into that, but I'm gonna actually be meal prepping for a couple meals this week. Basically do is I cook dinner normally like I usually would, and what I do is I cook to an excess where I will have leftover for lunches for a couple days, and then I'll just eat that. The next recipe that I have is the chili loaded sweet potatoes from HelloFresh. Absolutely love these. Super easy. They have 39 grams of fat, 54 grams of carbs, and 34 grams of protein. Now you can heat these up in a big pot, but I usually do it in a pan. I actually substitute turkey meat instead of the beef, which is absolutely fine. I also substituted bell peppers for the long green peppers that are a part of this recipe, and that's fine too. Just work with what you got. So this is how I usually use the chopper. I slice up the green pepper, and then I use the dicing option on the chopper to save me so much time. According to the recipe, this takes about 20 minutes to prep normally. Now I would take double that because it would take me so long to dice everything. This is the part where we're going to start prepping the chili. All of the ingredients are in the pan at this moment. The taco seasoning is getting prepped. I've added the turkey to the pan in order to start making the chili, and I have my tomato paste as well as my chicken stock, and I use chicken stock instead of beef stock for this because it's turkey. Add the taco seasoning. Again, I prefer the one with low sodium, and then I start prepping that in the pan, and it just has like this juicy chili consistency, which is great. And then on the side here I have the containers prep, and these containers actually have white rice, and this white rice is actually for a different recipe. What I usually do is I'll meal prep on a Sunday multiple meals because I need it for dinner as well as lunch, so I'll have a second option. So this is the final product, putting in scallions at the very end to the chili loaded sweet potatoes, and I will also then have prepped sour cream as well as cheese on the side for these because that's also included in these, and I try to portion control that as much as possible. You can always alternate these things and make it your own. That's the best part of these recipes, is if you don't like sweet potato, you can put in regular potato, or if you don't like potato, you can put in rice. It's really up to you. I'm going to be showing you guys how I actually find the recipes on the website. So basically what I do, you don't need to have an account. You go to the cookbook section of their website and you can search any of the recipes that I've added here on this video, and I will actually link the ones that I have used down below in the description box if you guys are interested. But you can actually go through the cookbook, the entire cookbook, and find something different if you want. Now I really like how they pretty much lay everything out, and you can find it on the desktop version as well as on their app. They will break down the nutritional facts for you. They will also have all of the ingredients with pictures. Oh my goodness, I honestly appreciate, because I didn't even know what a shallot looked like. If you would have just told me shallot, I would have been at the grocery store for hours. So anyways, it also has pictures. I'm a very visual person, so I need to see what I need to be doing in order to kind of move forward with the recipe. But yeah, if you guys like videos like this, don't forget to give the video a huge thumbs up. Shout out to Charmini. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.